Hi everyone, kumusta mo tanan? Again, I'm Xerxes, and like what I always used to say, I'm a certified essential oil specialist here in Cebu, Philippines. But today I have a very important announcement to all of you guys, for those who are subscribing and following me, and for those who are interested in aromatherapy. Recently, I just got the confirmation and I am now a certified aromatherapist here in the Philippines, and I'm just happy to share that news to you. And this episode, I will discuss to you how you would like to become one, and how much would it cost you, and what are the requirements, so that you'll be guided as well. And well, actually, I have written about this article already in my website, which is aromatherapistcebu.com. I have a recent article in there about my journey in becoming a certified aromatherapist, but I will be happy to share this information to you on video as well. Now, it was just like recently, days ago, around October 13, 2020, that I received a confirmation email from my school, which is Aroma Hut Institute, that is based in Florida, USA. That is where I am enrolled with my certification. And yeah, they sent me, and after I sent them my case studies for final assessment, well, I did pass with flying colors, and I was happy that they just sent me an email to confirm that I passed it, and I'm now a certified aromatherapist. Now I have the option to actually join an association for all aromatherapists to be a member of the NAHA. Now, I was able to finish this course for about almost 4 months, but I will tell you in detail in a short while. So if you want, or if you're interested to become one, like a certified aromatherapist here in the Philippines, it is essential that you actually need to take a course online, okay? So there are a lot of schools offering aromatherapy certifications that you have to be carefully, check if these are legit schools, because I know when you Google them, there are a lot of online academies that would promise you that to give you a certificate, but you have to be very careful that these are the legit ones. Because when I say legit, it is recognized by international organizations of aromatherapists, because if it isn't, then it will be useless. It will just be wasting your time, money, and effort to enroll in their course, and the certificate will just be useless. So you have to make sure that you only enroll in a certified school. Now, for NAHA is actually the National Association for Holistic Aromatherapy, and I will discuss them further in a short while. They are actually the organization that approves schools to conduct certifications in aromatherapy, and they conduct standards as well. Now, for NAHA, they have a requirement for level 1 certification. You are required for 50 hours of the curriculum, and you have to study at least 20 essential oil profiles. You have to really master those profiles, and there's a research paper that you need to pass, and of course case studies, at least 5 case studies to submit for final assessment, and of course a graded examination as well from the school. Now, it varies across the school. Some schools for level 1 would require you about 100 hours to complete the course, and to submit about 10 to 20 case studies as well. So you have to really check on the schools where you are enrolled in. Now, during the level 1 certification, there are subjects that you also need to focus on. For level 1, it is essential for NAHA that you need to learn about the chemistry of the essential oils, so a little background in chemistry would help. Of course, since we're dealing with plants, then it is essential that we have to study botany. And then, since we're using it ourselves, so the integral part is to study about physiology, anatomy, the limbic system, the lymphatic system, and other systems in our body, like the endocrine system. We have the central nervous system, our digestive system. All of these are actually part of the course that you need to know, as well as the basic knowledge in aromatherapy and essential oils, its history, and the different blending techniques, how it was distilled or how it is distilled, what are the different distillation process or extraction methods of essential oils, how do you actually use it for its therapeutic benefits. And during the course, you'll also do some activities that you have to create the products themselves, like inhalers, massage oil, body oils, roller blends, salves, ointments, bug sprays, insect sprays, and all those things. So again, it varies per school, but in my school, we are required to really document it ourselves, maybe in video, and to make sure that we are doing the products. And yeah, this is just part of the activities of the certification as well. So it varies per school. Okay, so you just need to check their curriculum. Now, there is no pressure in actually taking the course. It is self-paced, so it actually depends on your availability and how you can finish the course. Some would finish it about 6 months, some would take them about a year, some 2 years. I initially planned to finish the course in less than 3 months. However, it took me almost about 4 months because I've been busy and I've been juggling a lot of things like business work, and we have to also deal with this current pandemic situation and other things. So it's definitely not a walk in the park. There are a lot of challenges as well. There is like a messy internet connection that we have here in the Philippines, so that is also a bit of a challenge if you're juggling things online too. Now, again, most of the schools are offering a self-paced program with their certification, so do actually check on their description or information, or ask their customer service if you have any questions with their program. Now, the question would be how much? Okay, how much would it take you to enroll in this course? Okay, well, again, it depends on the schools itself. Typically for level 1, it would cost you around $690 to $1,000. Okay, so take note of that. Now, there are schools offering packages like level 1 and level 2 certifications in one that would normally range around $1,950 to $2,500. So it's really up to you guys on what fits you depending on your affordability, your budget, and your time. You could go as high as level 3, which is the clinical aromatherapy level, and you will be required around 300 hours minimum of the curriculum that is established by NAHA, and typically that would cost you around $2,000 US dollars. So it's really up to you guys if you could really afford it, and there are different installment payment plans as well offered by schools, so do check them out as well. Now, again, be very careful in choosing the school online. I know if you go and Google, there are a lot of options that will be presented to you, but always remember that these schools are legit and they're recognized by the international organizations for aromatherapists, because if it isn't, then again it's useless. Those certificate will not be used, will not be recognized when you get to work. So come to think about it, guys. And normally it's not only that normally getting certification is a bit more expensive because of the training and a lot of knowledge that is shared to you. So just do check them out, and I'll discuss to you shortly and how you could determine whether the schools or the academy offering you the certification is legit. Alright, so I made mention earlier about NAHA, or the National Association for Holistic Aromatherapy. It is actually an international non-profit association for certified aromatherapists that is based in the US, and they actually delve into or devote themselves in the safety and education of aromatherapy, and they have discussed about the ethical and the best practices that their members should follow. And they also create standards in aromatherapy certification. So that's the reason why that they will approve schools, or there are schools under them that they have approved to conduct courses in aromatherapy. So if you go Google NAHA for aromatherapy, you will be directed to their website, and they actually list all the schools that they have approved. So you could simply select based on your choice in which school to enroll that is already NAHA approved. Because once you graduate from any of the schools that is NAHA approved, you have actually the option to join NAHA and be a member with the association. Okay, now there's also another organization, which is AIA, or the Alliance of International Aromatherapies. It is also based in the US. The good thing about this is they provide scientific-based research on the use of essential oils, especially those that are linked to traditional medicine. So they're trying to back up with science as well, and they also formulate their own standards in aromatherapy that their members should be followed, and a lot of ethical practices as well. So they also offer different levels of membership, from associate to clinical aromatherapist. So it's really up to you guys based on your certification. So do check them out as well. So once you're done with your course online, then you have the option to be a member of these institutions. All right, and normally if you know that it is recognized by these institutions or organizations, then that school is good to go. All right, so just take note of NAHA and AIA. Now, a lot of you might be very skeptical and might still have the question in mind: is there any aromatherapy governing body in the world? Well, honestly, as of the moment, there is no international regulating board or governing body that actually monitors professional aromatherapists, products, and services around the world for aromatherapy. However, for products, there is the US FDA, or Food and Drug Administration. Essential oils right now are considered as cosmetics. They're not considered as medicine, so you cannot use them as well as an alternative form of medicine. And I have already created a video about this previously, so you can track back. It talks about how to test the purity of essential oils, and they mention about the different therapeutic grades that essential oil companies have put onto their labels. So if you're really interested in those, I have a separate video that I have already created in the past, so do check that one out. It's also available in my podcast. Okay, by the way, guys, you might hear some strange sounds in the background because I have a cat in here and she keeps on meowing. Maybe she is in heat right now, so I do apologize for that once you hear some cat sounds in the background. Okay, now again, since there is no international regulating board, there are actually a number of non-profit organizations of aromatherapists in different countries. Okay, so it varies. They have their own standards, regulations, and laws to be followed, but it's different actually in different countries. So for example, in the UK, there is the International Federation of Professional Aromatherapists, or IFPA. In Japan, they have the Aromatherapy Association of Japan, or AAJ. Now, those in Canada have the Canadian Federation of Aromatherapies, or CFA. In Taiwan, they have the Taiwan Association of Aromatherapy. And in Korea, in South Korea, they have the Korean Aromatherapy Association, or KAA. Okay. Now, here in the Philippines is where I'm in. As of the moment, we don't have any association yet for aromatherapists because it's pretty much new here in my country. However, I wish that we will have soon in the future. Now, but anyways, for those who are taking up their courses, especially if you're in the Philippines and you took your course in a US-based school, which is also NAHA-approved school in the US, then after the graduation, you will have the option to join these international recognized organizations for professional aromatherapists and be a member of it. Okay, so that's the only way that you could make use of your certification as a legit certification as well in aromatherapy. Now, let me share to you this, guys, if you're really interested. Now, in the near future, there is what we call a new modality right now, which is clinical aromatherapy. I made mention about this in the earlier times during this episode. This is another holistic modality that might be offered soon in all the hospitals, although right now it has been offered already in some of the healthcare facilities and clinics in the US, in the UK, in France, and even in some parts of Europe, and now even in Asia. But in the next decade, this is like, a booming career that one might have the option to take, a career in clinical aromatherapy, or being a clinical aromatherapist. So you'll be working in a hospital setup. Okay, now months ago, guys, before I became a certified aromatherapist, I am already a certified essential oil specialist. Maybe the first and the only essential oil specialist here in Cebu, Philippines. It's from the Doterra certification, and that was like in August. So I've written a blog about this in my personal blog. You can visit hersheyKisses.me and check on that article as well. I'm also posting the link down below. Now let me share to you a little journey, a little information about my essential oil journey. I started using essential oils in 2012, and a year after that I launched my own perfume line, and I have extension products like hand sanitizers, linen sprays, room sprays, massage oils for our our health spa that time. And I also tried different local and international brands of essential oils, and through the years I've gained knowledge about it and got really interested about essential oils. Now in April of 2020, while we are still coping up with the pandemic situation, I thought that I would like to enroll in a second course, which is BS Psychology, and become a psychologist. But the requirements are quite difficult for me because I cannot provide them because of the pandemic situation. It will be hard for me to produce the required documents. So one time I was taking a shower, and it popped to my mind that why not try to explore in aromatherapy. So I did start to enroll in different free online courses in introduction to essential oils and aromatherapy in different schools, until I decided that I had to take this a step further and become a professional in the field. So there you go, guys. After months of studying, and there we go, I am now a certified, well, not just a certified essential oil specialist, but I'm also now a certified aromatherapist here in the Philippines. Now, I'm also happy to share to you that I have an aromatherapy consultation service, and until December of this year, I'm offering it for free for my 15 minutes consultation services that I would normally charge around 1,000 pesos or 1,500 here in the Philippines. But I'm giving that service for free until the end of this year. So do avail it, guys, if you're really if you have some questions about aromatherapy or related to essential oils. I'm giving that service for free, okay, as my way of saying thank you, as my gratitude that I'm now a certified aromatherapist. And if you're interested as well to purchase ready-to-use products, I have my own line, which the brand is actually Aromantico. Aromantico is actually available in Shopee, so you could check the link down below as well. So if you want to purchase them, you can simply head to my Shopee account, which is Aromantico, and there are ready-to-use products like roller blends, single oil blends, inhalers, massage oil, facial oil that you can use. And I'm so happy that I formulated them myself, and of course I have applied all my knowledge in essential oils and aromatherapy. So I put a lot of effort in formulating and creating these special products for you guys, so do check them out. And for those who are in Cebu, for my customers in Cebu, if you prefer to pick the items yourselves, you can visit our home address and pick the items yourself, and you could book through the website essentialoilcebu.com, and I'm also putting the link down below so that you can set up the items that you wanted for pickup. Okay, and that would give you get rid of you of the delivery fees as well. All right, so there you go, guys. I hope that you're happy with this announcement. Well, I'm ecstatic, and I'm so happy to share this good news to all of you. For those who are following me and subscribing to my channel, and again, guys, please, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and click that bell notification button up there. And if you're really interested about aromatherapy, feel free to drop a message or DM me or send me a private message if you're really interested. I have my social media accounts that I have linked down below. You can contact me there. Feel free, don't be shy guys. I'm willing to share to you all my knowledge and my expertise as well to all of you guys. And really thank you so much for listening and watching this video. I have a podcast version or audio version of this available in my podcast, as well as a text version or a blog version of this episode as well. So I really appreciate your time guys, and once again all together, let's get oily. Goodbye.